This will be my last one for this week. And first of all, I'd like to say I'm hoping that the sound's alright. I've been messing with a couple of things this week and I think I've got it sussed. If you watch any of my videos, you'll have been frustrated with me over the sound on my videos because people haven't been able to hear me. And I'm thinking it was something to do with the music that I was putting on at the start of the video. So if it's no good, you'll have to let me know. Because it'll mean I've got the flipping microphone too far away from me. Anyway, we'll have to see, won't we? We'll have to see. So this is what would make a cracking Evo race bike, really. This is a 1987 Kawasaki KX250 in overall good condition. Few bits and pieces. I haven't found anything major really wrong with it, to be perfectly honest with you. So it's yeah, it looks like a decent bike. It's got a good compression, it's got a good spark, the kill switch works, it selects all the gears, and overall it looks pretty nice. I think it's been painted because I don't think that the silver colour is quite right, but it has got the original stickers on it, so maybe it's not been painted. Everything on it seems to work as it should do. I've just noticed that the shock shaft is a little bit muddy at the bottom, and I'm just wondering if the shock seal's gone. But we'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just test that now, and then I thought I'd this, to be honest. It has got damping. It has got damping, so maybe it's so as the shock's going down, it is cleaning the shock shaft. So maybe it's just a bit dirty. I mean, I do say to everyone, look, you know, these bikes, you have to be prepared, you know, to do all the seals. That phone call just came in and it flipping stops the video. Yeah, to be prepared to do all the seals, service the forks, service the shock, really is what I say. I mean, oftentimes the shock doesn't need doing, but you do have to be prepared for that to be done. So just bear that in mind. It has got damping there, but it doesn't mean that the first time you take it out, it's not going to go. It's not going to blow the seal. It's an old bike in it. It's what, 35 years old. So, but other than that, I mean, like I say, it has got damping. So I'm saying other than that, there might be nothing wrong with it. It might last for flipping ages. Just can't tell. Yeah. Other than that, it seems to be a decent, solid bike. Really, there's the normal things like the chain slider isn't there. So it could really do with a chain slider. I will ride it round the garden. It's literally going to be like 200 metres of a ride. So that won't do really any damage at all. Yeah, it looks like a decent bit of kit. Like, really won't take a lot of work to get it ready to ride. And race, and they are a competitive bike. It's disc brakes front and back. Towards the end of the Evo period, they went to upside down forks, but the upside down forks weren't amazing in the first couple of years. So the conventional forks like these are generally the ones that people go for. So the suspension should be good. The motor will have plenty of power. These were renowned for being a high-powered bike, high-powered 250. So you'd have a very competitive package and could really just do with a cosmetic tidy up and a general service. So be a relatively easy job, really. Anyway, let's have a quick look at her. Look at the things like the wheels and the forks and stuff like that, so you can see. And then we'll get her fired up, ride around the garden, and get a few pictures and get her up on eBay. Like I say, it's in overall good condition. The micro circuit front pipe. It's got a couple of dents in it. That could easily be blown out. Oh, it looks like there's a bit of weld in there. Looks like that might have punctured. I mean, that could do with cleaning up, but you could blow it out and clean that weld up, and that pipe would be perfectly functional. Wouldn't be a huge amount of work at all. The grips are a bit nasty, so we often cut the grips off, but I haven't done that with this one. The engine casings look decent. There's coolant in the radiator. This foot peg here has had a bit of action, so you'll need to either weld that back together, or a fresh set of fat pegs would be, wide pegs would be a nice thing to stick on this bike. Motor looks to be in great condition from the outside. The frame rails are absolutely perfect. Original side panels with the original stickers. Front mudguard is probably aftermarket, and it's been sun bleached. The front brake has got pressure. The throttle is not snapping back, but when you roll it back, it's proved me to be a liar. I did that a few times before and it didn't do it. It is snapping back. The throttle's snapping back perfect. The front forks look to be rust free, so the chrome looks to be good. It's got protectors on the lowers. The front rim, it's got rim protectors on there, which make it slightly difficult to see, but the front rim looks to be in perfect condition. And if you look on the at the inner part of the rim here, it looks to be in great. The metal looks to be in great nick. And that, I always think that the wheels are a good indication of the rest of the bike, really. So if the wheels are good, oftentimes the rest of the bike is good. The tank looks to be in nice condition. That doesn't need restoring. Seat, you could get it restored, but I'd ride it with that personally. Then on this left hand side, we've got probably needs an output shaft seal because it's a bit wet round the sprocket. But everything looks nice, and everything looks as though it's not done a huge amount of work. It's not had a huge amount of stick. So you can see there where the shock is. That's what I was on about. The top bit, I mean, it's the chrome on the shock shaft is shiny. It's not like it's wet. So you just have to bear in mind it may well need a rebuild. You'd only know that after a bit, I think. It's got compression, it's got damping in the shock, so underneath the swing arm looks nice. The chain guide needs replacing. It's all brittle and it's cracked. The rear rim, again, the aluminium of the rim looks to be in great condition. The silencer looks to be in good condition. I mean, it's not often when I get bikes like this and there's so little to point out that's wrong, really. Yeah, that rim's bang on, the front rim's bang on. The discs are a little bit rusty, both front and back, but that'll just be from lack of use, to be honest. It's a lovely bike. We've just noticed that slight crack, so where the mudguard mounts to the subframe, there's a bit cracked off it, so you could make a new piece for that quite easily, or find a subframe. Not a major deal. Cracking bike, cracking Evo bike, that would be. Let's wheel her outside, get her running, and have a quick ride around the garden, and then that'll be my work done for the week. It's a hard job, innit? Hard job. believe how good it's running. I mean, I say that, the rest of the bike is in lovely nick, so and everything checked out on it fine, but it's gorgeous, sounds beautiful, beautiful smooth engine, lovely power, just needs a few little bits and pieces, but what a cracking bike this would be for someone who wants to do Evo racing or just a KX250 lover really. Please like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel, just search Phoenix Motos.